the second part of tonight's video, there's quite a bit of film of ironworks that I went to. We visited a museum when we were in Wales. What was interesting was as it wrote terrace houses dating, I think, from the 18th century all the way up until sort of 1960s, 1970s, which is the time I was brought up in. And you can go into the houses and have a look at the way people lived. It's quite incredible to see the old television sets and the open fires, open ranges. Anyway, I hope you find it interesting. There's some of your mail come in this week. It's a Micrometer micrometer head, just an actual micrometer part, 0 to 25mm. It comes from a lad called Alan Carter. I've read Alan's letter, and basically he found this at a tip. And so I was wanting to make a micrometer bed stop for the lathe. So this will probably be what I'll use. It's a metric lathe, so I might as well make the bed stop metric as well. I'll bring the camera in and have a closer look. It really is a nice bit of gear, brand new, still in the packet, unopened. With a spanner that's ambition of life is to get lost. This is the micrometer head that Alan kindly sent up for us. You can see it's still in its original packet. Micrometer metric, 0 to 25mm. Micrometer is really quality stuff. So I think what I'll do, I'll use this to make my bed stop, but I might put two thimbles in, metric and imperial. Try to see a bit of calibration with it as well. Anyway, I'll definitely be able to use that, thanks very much. But this is the pump my daughter gave us. Fill a tank of water and you've got a pipe, the outlet pipe. Pressure gauge and a little valve there for releasing the pressure. I have cobbled up pumps before to test various items. This is quite a nice little unit. It says it's rated for 25 bar. This is the set I'm going to use to weld it with. It's an Artec 260 amp inverter AC/DC welder. It's a set I've got on loan from Artec. I've been reviewing it over the last 2 or 3 months. Basically, I'm going to set it up and start at the beginning. Gas pre-flow. I like a little bit of gas pre-flow just to clear the line, point you in a second. Start amps. You need good start amps to get a nice crisp start. Start amps are set at 30. I'm using a pedal so I don't run an upslope. Welding amps. Probably need about 120 amps to weld that. So we'll set it at 150 and I can use the foot pedal to alter it. AC balance, that's your cleaning effect. The higher that number, the more cleaning effect you have. The aluminium is fairly clean. You generally run between 30 and 40%. AC frequency, normally 120 is a good setting for aluminium. Downslope we don't have. End amps as low as possible. Post flow, that's the organ that comes out of the torch when you finish welding. It's very important. It does two things. It stops the weld oxidizing, but it also keeps the tungsten nice and clean and shiny, so the next time you use it, you strike up an arc, no problem at all. The aluminium must be clean to weld it. I've cleaned that part there with a stainless steel wire brush. This is nice new shiny aluminium, but it's still got a dirty film on it. I'll wipe that with a little bit of acetone. Acetone wipe on there just removes any. See, it isn't. Right, so basically that's going to be welded onto there. That's going onto the wall, and then we'll sort out what we're going to do from there. We'll get this in position. Put a couple of good tacks onto it. Then I'll bring the camera in and see if I can get some decent footage of it being welded. As you can see, what I'm doing is using up bits of spare aluminium I've got, just to get a bit more time using this TIG welder, a bit more practice with it. I'm going to use exactly the same settings as the last time, but I've turned the frequency up to 120 Hz. Once again, I'll get some tacks on here and then we'll bring the camera in a little bit closer so we can get some decent arc shots. Then I've got 4 decent tacks on here and 4 on the other side, which should stop it pulling. We'll run some welds down each corner. I'll video them, possibly play around with settings, see what sort of results we'll get. This height is definitely a better height. It's a couple inches lower than the other one, but it makes all the difference. My friend Vic kindly supplies with a bit of plywood. I don't do wood normally. A quick way to make a, if I can get the screwdriver. I used to learn things like this at school. Useful things, used to teach you useful things. Or fairly useful anyway. So I put 4 screws in because I've got 4 screw holes, but it certainly isn't going to go anywhere. I knew this tilting vise will have its uses. You can trim a little bit off one shoulder. Of course, I've contaminated my vise with sawdust now, but I'm going to mount it up there like that. You know, I'm tall so I can get to work with no problem, and it's away from everything. There's nothing, this bit of space is wasted anyway. I've got the drill there, my welders are here. I don't use that bit, so it's got a electrical supply, so that's where it's going to go. This is quite an old house, and the bricks are Stevenson engineering bricks are really hard, so it pays it to put the roll plugs into the mortar. Even the mortar's hard. that's got a serious hole into there. Otherwise I'll have it straight. Pretty good. Oh dear me, that's got a good one. I think what I might do, yeah, that's down slightly. I'll leave it like that, or should I put a packing piece under there? I think I'll leave it like that because I can see the keys better. Just as well I'm 6 foot. Right, there we go. So I can reach up and I can do what I need to do. But I always get a box to stand on. Oh, Debs, you would like this. The size of them bastards. Yeah.
See how an armoury stable built in. Oh, this has got enough stairs. remember a lot of this, these beds.
Aye.
There's a water bottle underneath. I'm a bit worried like because there's one on the floor. See the damp coming down the walls.
That's what it was like. Huh? We had a wardrobe like that.
It didn't have pipes in this. This isn't clearly modern. Wow, look at the high chair. I had posher things.
We had one of them and all.
The piano. I had one of these. I still didn't have a cooker like that. We had a big blacked out one. Oh, I never used the bathroom as a sitting room. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't remember having a fort like that.
Having a what?
A fort like that.
Right.
Not quite remember the
The
telly.
little tellies.
That's
Right.
Little way upstairs. And plenty of time to come God, that's so nice. Still had 2 double beds in the front room, all top to toe for the kids. A pillow either side, top to toe for the kids.
Right.
Yeah, I remember a set of drawers like that. I haven't got a posser or one of them stools.
The gas fire and look where the electric fire.
Aye. See, the thing is small and grandma used to have a unit like that. But she's had swirls round it. So I've a cross pram. Oh, look at what. Proper kitchens.
Formaker kitchen.
Proper kitchen, that was your proper kitchen. One of them units, a sink and a cupboard. And somewhere for the cooker. Tell by the change in the air. See there, we've got a bed in it. Hot water bottle, rum. And the teapot. Remember the teapot in my grandma's?
Yeah, china cabinets.
Aye, but I'm saying I remember the teapot. My grandma had teapots like on top of there. A big radio and a gramophone. It's a chamber.
She can't even move. She can't even move.
I used to keep my own bread.
Could have had bed, it's as bad as mine.
get out with a few tidbits about what's what, about the houses and who lived in them. The census, tell you who lived here. Getting reading this
Right. That's them itchy blankets.
That's what I never know. It's a shop. No credit. Wow. This is all the stuff.
Once again, thanks very much for watching, subscribing, clicking the like button. A special thanks, as always, to everybody who's put nice comments in towards me wife Deb. She does sit and read the comments. Some of them are really good. It chokes her up, it chokes me up to read some of them actually. It's been really nice. Anyway, thanks. Are fairly useful anyway. You snivelling bastard, you.